Get live on the IG. Welcome to the 0 to a Million Challenge. I am super stoked about it. We got a lot going. We're renegotiating a deal right now. Got to renegotiate with this buyer. He was like, "Oh, bro, I'm ready to go at 80." And I was like, "Hey, can you do 83?" He was like, "Oh, well, I may need a contractor, blah, blah, blah." And then he was like, "Well, I could do 80, no contractor, I'm ready to go." Then I text him. He was like, "Oh, well, I may need a contractor, blah, 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 so we'll see where he's at." What's going on, my man? Let me get this into a Facebook group real quick. So the biggest thing I've noticed with doing my lives, my deal flow goes up, like my organic deal flow. Insanely. Like it's not just a little bit either. Like my organic deal flow goes through the roof because everybody thinks of you. It's not just like, because everyone is consuming social at all times. Like at all times, everyone is consuming, no matter what. And so, if I'm at the top of everybody's mind, everybody thinks of me when they have deals, when they have issues, when they have this, when they have that. So it's a little bit different. One thing I know I want to build out is a national JV department. The only issue is you have a bunch of people who don't necessarily know what they're doing. Because any business owner worth their salt is not trying to JV because you're giving up 50% of your margin at the beginning, which makes it really hard. All right, we're in our Facebook groups. We're good to go. Facebook, our viewership's been going down lately. All right, let's call these leads. Right now, quick update. We have 136 active leads. 90 of those we cannot get a hold of. 90 of them, which is fucking insane.
Hello?
Hi, I was calling for Kathleen. She reached out to us about selling a property that she
Yeah,
owns.
this is me.
How you doing?
Good.
Is now a
Yeah,
good time for you to talk?
yeah. There's something going on in the background.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay.
Great. And
And
my name's
who
Stratton.
are you?
You reached out to us about selling your property on 2nd Avenue West.
Yes.
Okay, great. How much were you looking to walk away with when you sold this thing?
Well, it's not a matter of, I haven't even thought about numbers or anything. That was my retirement home, and just to give you a little bit of a background, squatters got into it.
No.
Yeah, yeah. And I have, that's my retirement home. And I'm looking at it, and it's just like, I can't even think about, I mean, structurally, it's just all facial damage,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't, you know how many rights squatters have?
Can I share you a story?
Yeah,
So I've been through something similar. I bought a rental property down in Bakersfield, California, in right before COVID hit. I put in a tenant in there in like September of 2020 after we finished like rehabbing it. And then 3 months later, he quit paying us. We tried working with him, and then he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. We got the government to agree to pay us a year and a half's worth of rent. All he had to do was sign the paperwork, and he didn't sign the paperwork. And so we're like, hey, we're going to have to start the eviction process. We start the eviction process. We send one person down there to post a notice. He chases that person down with a machete. And then we continue the eviction process. We get a photo from him on a random number saying, unless I get $20,000, I'm going to rip out $20,000 worth of value out of this house. And he ripped out the walls. And then I was like, okay, it's real estate. We'll deal with it. But then after that, code enforcement starts sending me letters saying that, hey, the house is in disrepair. And we're like, well, we can't send anybody there to fix it because the guy's not paying and he chases everybody off. So I finally go down there with code enforcement. As I get there, the house is smoking and it's still wet because he'd lit the house on fire.
Well, it makes mine a little better than that. I mean, yeah, mine's not that bad.
But I know I feel your pain. That's all I'm gonna say.
I just can't get. I've been trying. Well, I mean, I hired him as a handyman, and he posed as a handyman, and I wanted to redo my floors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what I hired him for. But right now, because of the tragic whatever, that's another whole story. But anyways, I left to travel in healthcare for a little while, so I took my pets. And we went down to the cities to travel. And in the meantime, I thought, I'll just get the floors done and all that, and then I'll come back, and everything will be good, and I don't have to worry about my animals being there. Well, this was October, and then I said that that I wanted pictures sent, all along to see what you're doing. Well, then he called me and said, well, this is going to be a little more than what I thought. And he says, do you mind if I move in while I do the work? Well, I didn't care. And I said, but if you move in, I said, I'll give you, I would want you to pay a little bit of rent. But, I mean, I'm still going to, buy the supplies. But the work that you do will be associated with a little bit of rent that you pay. And then he said, well, and here's my stupidity, because I didn't know anything about it, is that, do you mind if we put the utilities in my name?
Oh man.
And I said, yeah, that was my mistake. And I just said, sure, I don't care, because actually I didn't want to pay for the utilities, and I know nothing, I mean, this was not rental property. This was him going into it, but so you already know where I'm going with this. And so I asked for the pictures and all that, and he said, well, I'm sure I sent them to you. And I said, well, let me, I'll take a look and I'll call you back tomorrow and all that. And no pictures. Now we're getting into, I told him that now we're getting into December. And being up in Hibbing, it's very cold. And then the cold weather thing is, and it's like something's going on up there, because I kept saying, all throughout November and all that, I'm going to come up. Well, no, I'm not going to be there. I got to go with my mom, and 1,001 excuses. And then I realized what took place, because when I went there, I have a shed in the back. They broke into the shed, and they insulated the whole thing, had wiring going into it, and there was a bunch of people living in my garage and my shed. Well, and of course, here's the deal: is you can't evict them during the cold weather rule. And so now it went into May, and they had actually sent one payment to me, which was under the Section 8 housing or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
And so when I called them, they said they're not living at your house, and I go, the hell they're not. I said, yes, they are. I said, I was just there. And they go, well, they're, so that the money goes to them and not to me. And I'm going, wait a minute, no, 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 no. But in the meantime, I had been calling child protection. They have a 1-year-old. And I kept telling them, people got to come out here and look at this. You got to look at it. Well, it finally that I had the key, so I'm going into the house and all this business. And the police were called on me and said if I enter the house one more time, they're going to arrest me.
Wow.
And if I'm found on the property, they're going to arrest me. So I'm going through the eviction notice right now. I have a court hearing on the 20 something. But what I did was, I did break into my home, and the stuff that I wanted to actually get back in November, that they wouldn't let me get, because there was some stuff up there I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I left in September, because I could only bring so much with me, but I wanted to get my other stuff in storage, while this was going on, some of my valuable stuff. Well, when I went in there, everything is gone. And here's the sad part, is I had a 1974 Seaberg jukebox that played 45s.
Okay.
Gone.
Oh, man.
Gone. Yeah, and everything else. I mean, my lawnmower, my snowboard, my bikes. I mean, you name it. It's everything I own is gone. Now, going from will insurance cover this?
It depends. I'm not an insurance adjuster.
No, I know you're not sure, but with your house being like that, you had insurance on it, didn't you?
Yeah, insurance covered it.
Household? They did cover it. Okay, so
Yeah.
you might have a chance.
And I kind of jumped the gun. This call is probably going to take us like 5 to 15 minutes. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
And then, can I share with you typically how these appointments go?
Sure.
Typically, our customers just want to know what our process looks like, how much they're going to make, and when they can have it by. Am I missing anything?
No.
Okay.
I can't even go into the house until next month.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, in order for me to figure out whether or not we can even help you, I'm going to have to ask you a bunch of questions. Some of them may come across as personal. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. And then at the end of it, naturally, one or two things will happen. Either we'll work together or we won't. Either way is okay. I always say yes is good, no is okay too. If the price doesn't work for you, or you don't believe we're a good fit, do you feel comfortable letting me know?
Okay.
And then if at any point in time, I feel like, hey, we're probably not the best fit for you, I'll let you know. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. And if we can agree on the price and everything else that's important to you, would you be able to commit to working with us?
Yes.
Great. And then can I just share with you my biggest fear?
What is your biggest fear?
You're an extremely nice woman, and some of the people we talked to in the past are afraid to hurt our feelings, and they felt better telling us they need to think about it rather than just telling us no. Can you promise me you won't do that?
Also, I need to make a decision at the end of this conversation.
We'll have an offer for you either today or tomorrow, but generally, if it's like a big, long think it over sequence, we'll just take it as a no.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So let's just say, okay, make an offer, and this is all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say you make an offer, and I go, yeah. And next week I went, yep, I really want to do this. Is there a possibility of calling you back and said, yep, let's go through with this?
Yeah, but the price will probably
be. Or does it have to be done today? Because if it has to be done today, then I would like to, before we get into it, I'd like to then postpone this phone call until, maybe a week from today or something.
What was the main reason you want to postpone it?
the most bonus because this is this is all new to me,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's a big effing mess up there, and honest to God, I didn't even think that to tell you the truth, you know, you sit there and you watch these commercials and you just don't even think that this is even possible. Well, now that I have this on the plate, now I can take it as a serious thing,
Mm-hmm.
and now you need to look at this because I didn't take it like, oh, this is bull, you know? How can somebody just come in and do this? And I really didn't expect that somebody was going to call me, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Really, really. And now you're saying, hey, this is a possibility. And I'm going, wow, you know, and it's hitting me, you know, like someone just took a fist and knocked me over and said, hey, this is a possibility. Is this really, now I'm thinking, is this really, you know, this could be the answer to all my issues, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so now I just want to go, okay, now this is a possibility, and yes, this can be real. I just want to make sure I'm making the right decision.
Okay. And what do you think would help you make the right decision? Like, what other information?
I don't want to fix it up and move back into my home. But right now, I don't have any means of possibly even doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just it's such a mess. And I'm just, you know, looking at it. But like I said, this was my retirement home. That's the that's the issue.
Yeah.
It's like now I gotta, you know, start all over and all that. And okay, so if I sell this home now, you're going to be in it. Is this really where you want to retire? Where do you want to retire? You know, because I'm getting ready to retire. That's the deal. And this was my retirement home. So, is this really the decision I want to make?
Okay.
And I need to think. And it's all about retirement.
It's all about retirement. Why don't we do this? We'll talk. I'll ask you a bunch of questions. You can call me back in a couple days. And then if it makes sense for us to make you an offer, great. If it doesn't, no problem. No skin off our back. At least you know your options. Is that okay?
Yeah, as long as I don't have to make a decision at the end of the conversation, then I'm good.
Great. I mean, so the reason you want to sell this, and generally I'm asking, well, what's going on with the property? That's my first question. And you're just like, hey, I got duped.
Squatters destroyed it.
Yeah. You got duped and then the squatters destroyed it. About how much
Yep.
work, how bad did they do?
Well, the yard is a mess.
Okay.
It's going to take a lot to clean up the yard. The garage is still intact. It's sound. There's nothing wrong with the garage. There's nothing wrong with the shed. So I wasn't able to get downstairs to see what I'm afraid of. You know, with the older homes now, they have all that copper stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't know if they got at it or not. I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, wow.
But what I can tell you is that the roof is only 6 years old. I got a new roof on it. I also removed the steam heat that was in there, and I put a brand new $10,800 water on demand system.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope to God they didn't, you know, if that's all copper tubing, God only knows what they did to it. I don't.
It's
remember
probably
what it
gone.
looks like. Huh?
It's probably gone. Like,
You know,
do you think the guy was? What I've seen is that the squatters are broke, and the best way they know how to make money is that they rip out all the plumbing, wire, copper, and then they go ahead and sell it.
yeah, and I have no idea if you know, I gave a key to my neighbor in case they come back, you know, because I had the cops over there, and they were actually moving some stuff out. So what I'm going to do is I'll call that guy and see if he'll go down in the basement and see what that looks like. And
Yeah.
that scares me. If they did that, well, but
Yeah.
most likely that's copper tubing, right? All that
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, are they living in there right now?
Um, they're coming in and out, but the police are watching the place. I have the eviction notice in, and I'm going to court on the 27th of the month. And they're coming and they're going, and I can't do anything because they produced an old um, utility bill, which is giving them rights to my home. And that's where I said I made the biggest mistake right there.
Yeah, they're professional squatters.
Mm.
Like this is what they do, is what we've seen. People just know the laws, and then they just kind of, if they find someone who's, let's say, I mean, because you're just like, yeah, fix up the house. You're like me. I just think like everybody's a good person, and you're just gonna do what you said you're gonna do, you know. And
Well,
then,
up in Hibbing, they have a site where, I mean, and that's what people do up there, you know, is they advertise the work that they do. And I have talked, an electrician came out and was fixing a light for me, and I had a plumber come out, and, I've had people, I've had very good luck with that.
hmm
So why would this be any different? And he was about 30. I mean, he wasn't no young kid.
wow,
Yeah. And so I really don't know, but I'm saying that's what I did, so the roof is good, and then the bathroom, I gutted out the whole entire bathroom and I put $7,000 into it. I put I put a shower in, I put a new bathtub, I did all wainscoting and it's all repainted, all new fixtures, $7,000, new floor,
how
and
long
that was only done a couple of years ago.
and how long have you been thinking about selling it?
I wasn't planning on selling it until this happened.
And how long ago did this happen? December.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even know what the shape was it in, and until I went up there just this past weekend, and that's what I'm saying is that just this past weekend I went up there and I went in there illegally, and that's why, I came so close to being arrested. And I said, I can't. I just walked around, a little bit upstairs and came down to the main floor, and I went to go downstairs, and like the downstairs was kind of blocked with all this shit, and I just said, I can't do this. And I said, I got to sell this place. I can't do this. And that was just on Sunday.
So on
And
Sunday, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
yeah, yeah, and that was like 3 days ago. And that's why I said, oh, shit, this is, so I was sitting in bed, I'm crying and bawling and all this stuff. I said, nah, we'll just see what happens. I doubt anything's going to come of it. And now I'm talking to you and I'm going, God, this is really reality.
Yeah, our whole
Wow.
we can buy it the way it is with the squatters in there, and make it the easiest transaction of your life. Um, so we got that. Have you? What would be the reason you wouldn't want to keep it once you get those squatters out?
Why I wouldn't want to keep it?
Mm-hmm.
It's all a matter of if this thing got fixed and it was back to normal, I wouldn't want to sell it.
Could you not fix it up yourself?
Me, nope. It's beyond. I don't have. Besides that, I don't have that kind of money.
How much do you think it'd take to fix it up?
Me looking at it, I just think it's condemned. but the other guy that was with me, he says, look, these floors are fine, the walls are fine, the ceilings are fine. He says this is all what you see, And I said, yeah, but it still has to be cleaned up. Who's going to do that? I'm not going to do it. But I did get a call from the police yesterday that said they were over there, and they had a truck over there, and I can't imagine what they took out of there because everything in there was junk. They said they loaded up the truck with stuff and they left. And I don't know. I haven't been in the house since they've done that, so I don't know what they did or
And so you live up there?
Well, yeah. I mean, I do live up there, but right now I'm a traveler healthcare person, and I'm down in the cities while he's fixing up my house.
Oh. And so where are you at right
Yeah.
now, traveling?
Right now I'm in Anoka.
Okay. Are you a traveling nurse?
I'm it's called a CRCST. We're the ones that do all the surgical setups.
Oh, wow.
The trays that go into surgery.
Uh-huh.
I do that.
Oh, that's awesome. And how long have you been doing that?
And 35 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I said I'm ready to, like I said, I was coming down here and trying to make as much money as I can. And I have 6 months left on my car. I wanted to pay off my car. And then my plans were to retire and go back up there and enjoy life.
Oh, wow. And so if you sell this, what would your plan be with the money?
Isn't that a good question? I haven't crossed that bridge yet. Actually, I want to, have a home to retire to. I'm in an apartment right now. I don't want to live in an apartment. I want a home.
Mm-hmm. You want a home.
I don't know. I haven't had time to even process it. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, this is all coming to me like I didn't believe in it. That's why I just, I was in such a, but if this is a possibility, I need to look at this long and hard and go, okay, is this really what you want to do? And it's like, most likely it probably is, but I don't want to make a decision just right on the spot. You know what I mean?
I see.
Because it's only 3 days.
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And like I said, I didn't believe in this phone call, but I just thought I'd try.
Okay.
And now that it's a possibility, it's like, okay, now you take a serious look and make sure that this is exactly what you want to do.
So how are you hoping we could help you?
Take it off my hands.
Okay. Just take it off your hands?
Yep. And I can just walk away. And that's what I want to do. I just want to walk away.
Okay. And why have you reached out to a realtor and just tried to sell it with them?
Before I hired the handyman, the realtor came in and said, yeah, we can put it on the market for $114. And he said, I just want you to fix the floors. He says, just do something with the floors. Because actually the house was sold. But right before closing, he died.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't like carpeting, and so he tore out all of the carpeting, and I thought, well, okay, I'll sell it to you, but for $114, but I brought the price down a little bit for him, but I don't know why he had to decide to die. I don't know why he decided to do that. Like right before closing, really? Seriously, I mean, I just had like bad luck. And what I was planning on doing with the money at that time, and see that right then and there, I'm 66. I can retire anytime I want.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted to do is up in what state are you in right now?
I'm actually in California.
Oh, you're in California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you wouldn't know the area. There's a lakes area which is about 35 to 45 minutes out of the city area, and they have a retirement area up there with townhouses that's right on the lake, and they also have another one that's got beautiful mobile homes on it. So I was going to take the money and look at one of the options up there so that I would be on the lake.
Oh wow. And how much do those
That,
cost?
you know, I haven't looked into it. I just know that because I was looking at to see if there was any possibility. And so, you know, the closer I get, the more I want to, you know, look into it. You know, I just didn't want to go that far into it yet. I just wanted to know if that was even a possibility to be in that area. And
Mm-hmm.
yep, that is a possibility. Okay, now I have something to work for. And now the sucker died. So I quit looking, you know, to investigate to see how much it would really cost. That's what I want to do.
Okay, so
I want to get out of the cities and I want to go into a retirement area on a lake. So that's my long range goal.
okay. And is there anyone else who's going to be making this decision with you?
No, no, I'm by myself now.
Is there anyone else on title?
Nope.
And you haven't remodeled the house in the last 5 years?
Well, yeah, I did. I did
Well, I guess it
I did
doesn't
that.
matter because they trashed it, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I did I mean, the remodeling was I put a brand new water on demand system, which was 10,000, and I did the bathroom at 7,000. So yeah, in the last 5 years, I did do that.
Okay. But then they trashed it.
Well, I haven't been downstairs, so I don't know what they're doing, but upstairs, you know, my bathtub is still good. I looked at the shower. I mean, that. I mean, actually, the only thing that's rotten in the bathroom is the toilet and the floor. My sink is still intact. My lights are still intact. The bathroom, a brand new deep. It's one of those deep soaker tubs.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like it was perfectly fine. The shower looks fine. Wainscoting looks great. They didn't do anything to that. It's just the floor in the toilet that looks damaged.
Okay. And then there's the squatters in there. And so, where do you think you are at in this process? We're looking to sell in 30 days, 6 months, a year?
Oh, if I decide to sell it, it's like now.
Okay.
No, I want to do this as soon as possible. I just have to, like I said, I need to take it now with this as a possibility. Okay, let's figure it out now. And that's why I need to give me a couple days to go, hey, this is reality now. You can actually do this.
Mm-hmm. Let's assume you like what your property qualifies for, you like our offer, and you decide to move forward. What would be the next thing you'd have to figure out, if anything?
Nothing. My house is empty. They stole everything away from me. Everything I own right now and anything that's mine is where I'm at. I don't have to take anything out of the house. I don't have to do anything. Nothing. Everything I own is gone. I don't have to do a damn thing.
Okay.
And that's what hurts the most too. I lost big time. This was an investment thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, yeah, it just deeply hurts.
And based off of everything you told me, with the squatters in there, with them beating up the house, you thinking it looks condemned, what do you feel a fair price for the property would be?
You know, I don't even know what the. Oh, to go back to the realtor. Well, he told me 114 if I fixed the floors. That's that's the only thing I know on what the property is worth. With the damage and that, I don't know. I couldn't even begin to, is it worth a penny or is it worth 100,000? I mean, that's how far apart I am. I don't know what a fair price is on that. I can tell you I owe about 48 on it. I can tell you that.
Okay. Um,
I mean, that's right now by just looking at my statement, it's 48 something, whatever. So I don't know if it's less than that, and I have no idea. But I do, that's what I owe on it.
okay. So my entire job is to go to bat for you and try and solve every single problem you're having with this house. Because the way it works is we're going to talk, you're going to tell me, hey, here's what's going on, here's the problem I need solved, here's what like to walk away with so I can just move on and start over somewhere else. And then I
Mm-hmm.
go to bat for you because we got the bean counters in the back. They're trying they're numbers people, right? And they're like, "Hey, here's what you could qualify for." But if I go to them and I don't have a number in mind, they're going to come
Yeah.
back with the lowest possible number.
Well, that's why I said I wanted to, you know, think that's why I said, can we just postpone this phone call just for a couple days so I can look at this?
Mhm.
And I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm looking at probably 95% yes and 5% no, and it might even be 99% yes and 1% no. It's I can pretty much tell you I think I'm going to do this, but I don't want to do a quick, like I said, this all happened on Sunday. This is only Wednesday. I've only had 3 days to process this, because this is damaging to me that this is my retirement home. I'm at rock bottom now. All my stuff is gone. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And this has only been 3 days. So it's like I need time to just. I'm still trying to figure out how I ended up in this mess to begin with. You know,
Yeah.
and so that's why I don't want to make, you know, you know, this. I want to make sure that I'm happy with my decision and not just jump at it. I mean, right now this sounds really, really, really good, where I can just get out of it. And that's what I kind of want to do. But I just want my head to, I want to be clear on what I'm doing. And right now I am not clear.
Okay. Why don't we do this?
That's why I want a couple. I just want a couple days just to think about this. But I am going to, in the meantime, I am going to have my neighbor go in the house. He's a good guy, and see if he can go downstairs and see if they did anything to that system. God, I hope to God they didn't. Oh my God. Oh, it just makes me sick if they did what I think they did. Now that you know.
Mhm.
And the only reason that scares me is upstairs. They got into the piping of the. They broke into the wall. Well, they didn't really break in the wall. There's a covering where they did all the plumbing for the shower. And what they did was, thank God, they put all this plastic tubing in there now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Instead of the copper tubing. And when I looked and that's all brand new tubing, new everything in there. And it looks like they didn't touch it at all. It looks totally intact. It looked just fine. But the problem is they actually went into it to look. That's what scares me.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this? I'll call you back on tomorrow's Friday, so I'll shoot you a text on Saturday,
Uh, okay.
and then
And
we can just
hopefully
go from there.
as soon as I get done with you, I'll text that guy and see if he'll go in the house and look, and then hopefully I'll have an answer. And I think that'll make a big difference too, because if that unit is still intact, that's a big plus.
Sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much for reaching out, and I hope we can help you out, Kathleen.
Me, please text me back, please.
I will.
Who? What's your name in the company, or who am I? I don't even know who I'm talking to.
My name is Stratton, and I'm with Easy Fast Offers.
Oh, easy. That's what I wanted. Easy fast offers.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you spell Stratton?
Stratton.
That's the first. You're the first Stratton I know.
I get that a lot.
Okay, let's be in touch.
All right, we will. Thank you, Kathleen.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this,
Okay.
but just not today.
No problem.
All right.
Thank
you
you
so much.
Have a great day.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. So this one is that's a good lead. That's a solid lead. We got the pain. The hard part is she may not have enough equity to do anything with it, which gets really rough. But it may be a sub 2 deal. We'll see. Solid lead, though. Let me call Greg real quick.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please.
We got some random lead today.
Recorded for quality purposes. We are unable to take your call right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
It looks like this was a lead of someone trying to it came from our website, which is weird.
Six 1-877-919-6-3. Six 1-877-919. Six 1-8.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, my man? Are we doing this?
So what's your time frame on this?
How soon can you close?
Like probably within 30 days with a hard money lender.
Within 30 days of the hard money lender? You can't close any sooner than that?
It's not me. It's just I know how it is processing loans. So I'm gonna get a rehab loan on this.
I mean, yeah, we can do that if we get 3K EMD.
You can do that.
Yeah, we'll do it if we get 3K EMD.
3K. Can you do 2?
No.
Why?
Not if you're going to take 30 days to close, bro.
Yeah, but it came up to 80K. It's crazy.
Sorry, bro. It's only another $1,000. We got to at least know we're secure.
It's an extra $1,000 to keep my account. I have to worry about cash flow.
Bro, we all got to worry about cash flow, my man.
Yeah, but it's not like you get the money. You tell them the title.
I know, it's not about us getting the money. It's just about us being secure.
I close on every deal I ever get a contract with.
Which is fair, but my man, we've never done business before.
Yeah, but you've never been in Little Rock before. You come here, you have more deals. I'll buy every single one of them.
Yeah, and I mean, that's awesome. But I mean, if you're buying all these deals, another $1,000 for us to feel secure, to make this thing happen in 30 days, I feel like is a fair trade, my man.
But it's like, why would I want to lose 2,000?
I mean, are you just gonna be like, hey, I'm not doing it because I don't want to put another $1,000 down?
I'm just trying to understand the logic. I just 2,000. I open up escrow today. Tell me the title number.
I mean, bro, just do $3,000. I don't know why you're afraid of doing $3,000. I thought we had a good relationship, bro.
I don't know why you're not just doing $2,000. I can send it right now. American Abstract, ProLand. Which title company are you using?
I just don't know. I mean, bro, if you're doing a 30-day closing, we just want to make sure you have some skin in the game. You don't drag us out.
I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm trying to close on it.
I don't know, man. I'll have to talk to the team, but like, it just doesn't make us feel safe.
It's $2,000 non-refundable. No contingencies. I don't want to lose 2,000 no more than I want to lose 3,000. But for the sake of cash flow and cutting the check today, let's just agree at 2,000. Send over the paperwork, and I'll open up the file.
Let me talk to the team, dude. I don't know. We'll probably have to settle at like $2,500, dude.
I transact a lot here in Little Rock. I do EMDs anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000. But for the sake of just getting it done, let's just do 2,000, and let's be on the way.
Let me talk to the team.
All
right. And then if we do 2,500, you're sending it over today. We can send over the agreement, and you're good to go.
I'm telling you, 2,000 is so fair, and it's more than enough money to not want to lose. Like 2,000, I get it done. I just don't want to be losing my money in EMDs for all my deals. Like I buy these with loans for leverage for a reason.
All right, bro. We'll see. I'll get back to you. These fucking buyers, bro. These dudes who think they have these massive dicks saying they close on all these deals. Rubavias, EF, REI says 2,500. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we've never done anything less than $5,000 in California. And this dude's saying, I mean, let's look him up. Where's our Little Rock property? We just want to see how many transactions he's done. Getting them to put down money is crazy to me. You just never know if these fuckers are legit. Ooh, we just got an offer on our East St. Louis deal. That's good. Let's go. Oh yeah. A little bit of money on these little St. Louis deals. I don't know if I'm tripping about the $1,000. What is he buying them for? 80? 2 points. I'm back. My laptop died. Completely spaced it. Hi, this is Stratton.
Hello?
Hi, how can I help you?
Hey,
Hello?
this is Harry with Cover Shield. I'm calling because we will be in the area tomorrow doing a free roof assess.
Okay. So what I'm doing now, for those of you who are still here, thank you. I am verifying this dude on Facebook. Can't seem to find this guy anywhere online or his LLC. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm vetting out this buyer who says he's, oh, all closed, blah, blah, blah. There is, here we go. You always, I'd say that's the number one thing that scares me about doing nationwide is you just get, I don't want to say dirt bags, but you don't know if they're a dirt bag or not. So they could string you up and you're screwed. I guess we're just gonna have to get it done, guys. Let me see. I'm gonna fucking find this guy. All right, I got his LLC. All right, now we're looking up his LLC to see if he's legitimate. Let me see here. How do we search buyer history? All right, guys, I'm about to write up this assignment, and I'll be back. And we'll reset it. And we'll go over how to write up the assignment. It's a choppy one.